The commitment from Premier Dalton McGuinty, who was the first Minister for Research and Innovation, because he started the ministry and wanted to ensure that we continue our support for the important work that has been going on. So please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming to Ottawa Minister Glenn Murray.
Thanks very much. How are you doing today? We just want to get to the money part. It's great to be here. Dr. Stewart, thank you very much for the extraordinary leadership you're providing, and my dear friend Roseanne from Carleton University has done such an extraordinary job, not just in building one of the great universities in Ontario, but actually helping build the community of Ottawa. Yasser Naqvi, who is one of the most dynamic, youthful, energetic, bright, and forward-looking members of provincial parliament. I have no better friend when we come up with crazy ideas and try to explain, the need to invest in neurosciences and things that are not exactly the daily bread of most politicians. Yasser has been a dynamic leader in understanding that we now live in an economy where our wealth is generated increasingly by innovation, less and less by production, and you see that across North America as we see a reduction in manufacturing and production-based employment. And the difference is which regions of the world, which regions of the North American economy have an amount of money to a series of research projects here at the University of Ottawa, at Carleton University, and here at Ottawa Hospital. These are predominantly funding leading research in life sciences, but they also include digital media and other forms of information technology, some standalone, some relating to it. I won't go through it all. Over 200 leading researchers are going to benefit from these grants, and more importantly, I think that Ontarians are going to benefit by these grants in improved health care outcomes. If you were with me, how you fit into our plan. What we're really talking about is a healthcare plan. We're talking about an economic development plan. And quite frankly, we're talking about the fiscal and financial plan that the government has in place. And so how are all of these related? Well, they're related in that
so this grant, what it's doing is it's focusing on the development of this concept called e-triggers, where we're looking in the data systems for complications. And the first phase of the work is really to look for the complications and see if we can use electronic information to accurately pick them up. The second part of the work is then to see if there are other signals in the database that allow us to predict when that situation will occur and in who. And then the third part is really, after we've done those initial work, to develop the signals to then alert physicians in real time when they're making the decisions so they can modify their behaviors and actions to prevent it.
So essentially it'll go towards salaries for research?
Yeah, so the dollars we'll spend are, for the types of people we're hiring for this are people who help us do the data analysis. So those are highly skilled people to do that type of work with backgrounds in statistical analysis and epidemiology. And then we also have funding for researchers who are going to work with the. We also have partners at Telfer School of Management and also at the Faculty of Law. So the Telfer, it's Dr. Schreim is her name. Chrissy or John Doe. I didn't know it was going to be Chrissy.
You can't use your real name.
I know.
In a real life.
Chrissy Doe, or Jane Doe, we should say. She's going to go home from hospital. She's admitted with pneumonia, and she has She has several health conditions, including atrial fibrillation and diabetes. And in the hospital, we're starting new therapies for the anticoagulation, and also our blood sugars have been not controlled well. And so when I'm discharging the patient with my care plan, which is electronic and the information is all digitized and segmented, I get an alert that tells me that Jane Doe is at high risk of post-discharge emergency department visit and readmission. And the high-risk problems include hyperglycemia and anticoagulation-related problems. Okay, so it's kind of it's looking in the system and saying, okay, Jane is this age, she's had this kind of history in the past, she has these diagnoses, and she's on these therapies.